Hello.
What?
Oh. Hold on. You're supposed to be deafened. I forgot to deafen you. Shut up. Hi everyone. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're all having a good night. Friday. I always forget it's Friday. All the days kind of blend together to me. It's kind of what happens when you're a freelance musician, artist, whatever. But yeah, so today we're gonna continue Spongebob and the Cosmic Shake. It's been quite a while since we played this, like a week and a half. But we're back, so that's good. That goes there, and this goes there. Today is the Spongebob Cosmic Shake. Tomorrow is the 5th audio adopt and the Golden Sun 2 finale. You're not going to want to miss that one. So I don't know when we'll start that. I want to say like around noon, maybe right when the adopt goes out. It's like noon Eastern, but and then Sunday is Metroid Prime Remastered. So be a pretty packed weekend. Monday is the 20th. I go to see a foot doctor to see what the fuck is wrong with my feet and get a big toenail removed, so that'll be fun. I don't know if the big toenail is gonna like actually be removed on that day. They're probably gonna have to like screen and stuff first, but first steps. So thank you, Trevor, for the sub. Never mind, it's Trevor. Die. Hi everyone, welcome to the chat or stream, whatever you want to call it. Let's see here. And then we'll go here. And now I can undeafen Kamex. Hi, I'm sorry for the deafen. I apologize. You there? What? What? What'd I do? You just woke up. Don't do this like tired. Hey, thank you, Remlek. Oh yeah, I gotta open up stream labels. So the text at the top, it doesn't reset until I open an app. So I sometimes forget to do that. Gotta get in the habit. Today's donation is Audio Adopt 5. I will show you guys the full song with a RetroSpecter preview, obviously. A day ahead. It's going up live tomorrow. It's pretty good. I really like the melody in this one. I almost kept it for myself as like an FNF song for my mod, so I'm pretty happy with this one. But if you ever want to donate to any point during the stream for that, there is a link. Donations are always appreciated. Go towards mod and bills and food. So anyways, that that being said, let's get into Spongebob. So last episode we did the movie one with Squidward, and we've rescued Mr. Krabs and Sandy, so that's currently where we're at. We just gotta change the game. Beautiful. No, you. That's right.
Alright, never mind, you're good.
That should be good. Okay. Let me get pop out chat here. Where are you going? Who said you could leave?
It's hard for me to position myself because I don't see any.
You were fine where you were, sweetie. I positioned you because I can see it. Don't fuck this up. Oh, I need to change windows because having this stream in the background is gonna fuck me up.
I'm fucking huge. Hold on.
Oh my god, bruh. My god,
I'll just hide behind. I'm supposed
Okay.
to do the he said no pickles meme. I'm kidding.
I'll know you're a pickle.
What?
Yeah. Also, TTS spots should work now.
I know I should be inside with our elderly residents, but they discovered this new radio channel
This
and went
VTuber might be
crazy.
too big
Nothing will
for
settle them
this.
down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I usually keep fortune cookies on me for
Oh.
emergencies like these. The soothing crunches are so calming. But unfortunately for me, the cookies have all disappeared amidst the town's chaos.
Come on, Patrick. We can find those clairvoyant cookies.
This is the lost TV remote all over again. Please find those fortune cookies for me. This is...
It's a beautiful bikini bottom day. Ouch!
Not anymore, buddy.
Don't be mean.
Do what I want.
Then do me.
Come on. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong thing. Am I? Oh, yeah.
No, isolation's too fat to fit in a small corner.
Three health.
You do it.
I forgot what I was gonna say, lol.
Hmm?
What are you doing?
Exploring.
By running around in a circle?
Yes.
Movie sets have lots of craft services, so we might be able to find the old.
I like Big Yeti Man.
Okay, there's too many people talking right now. My brain cannot handle this.
Cameras keep on running.
There's like 3 different people that just talked at once there. Felt like
I'll make it 4.
a fucking Discord call, like an average friend Discord call.
I genuinely hated joining like public Discord calls, especially in like maybe a server that you own or something, because it feels like everyone like fights for your attention, and it's
Yeah.
Cassandra, please help! We have to find my house. Without that, I'm just a common talking sponge. Cassandra, will you please help us fix my house?
Sure, right after we fix your friends, your town, the cosmic order of everything.
Oh, my beautiful home.
And a delicious pineapple. Here, why don't you take this cosmic costume and enter the portal?
Yeah.
But yeah, like as I was saying,
What be a pirate?
and it's always like the unfunniest people that like step up to the plate to say something
My pineapple is still in one
every single
piece.
time. Like,
Pirate time.
oh yeah, wait.
Hmm?
Please stop doing Peter Griffin impressions in in Discord calls. It's one of the easiest voices to do aside from like Patrick Star or something. So stop.
This world is pretty neat, but I hope none of our other friends got dragged here.
Huh. A nice touch with the peg leg, changing the sound effect of one of his footsteps.
I mean, I haven't been in a public Discord call in probably like the better part of 4 years or so, but like back then, in like the late 2010s or whatever, a lot of people would just kind of like be like, hey guys, you want to hear my voice impressions? And then they wouldn't even wait for an answer. They would just go straight to Peter Griffin. And it's like, guys. And then the entire, it could be a call of like 10 people. Everyone's just silent. Oh, this is the part I was talking about, by the way.
Yeah, this is choirs. That's racist.
What?
Oh,
I
he's
said
gonna
he would
love
like
this song
this
because
song.
it's got choirs in it. Yeah, that's racist.
What the fuck? Well, do you like it?
Yeah.
Okay then, shut the fuck up. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, so people just kind of jumped straight into doing Peter Griffin impressions, and it was just like, the entire call was just silent. And we're just waiting for that person to stop, but they don't really have the awareness to understand that maybe they should. Pretty painful. Very, very painful, actually. Or like, I would sometimes join in calls with Retro, like in his own server, because we were like, you know what, let's, how bad can it be, right? And it's always bad. Like, there's always just like some nasally kid in the call going like, hey Retro, I really love your music. And like, you know, showing appreciation for a creator is fine, but when you're in the middle of a conversation with someone else and you're just kind of interrupting everybody just to say that, it's kind of like, maybe find a better time to do that. Like, I don't know.
My email and Twitter DMs are right there.
That too, like, it'd probably be a lot more efficient to do that in text.
Why is Harold talking to me with an accent?
How do you recognize voices like that? Fuck you.
I don't know. It's Harold, but with an accent. That knockback is very annoying.
Honestly, nowadays, I only join VCs with like a very few select people. This was the cutscene, by the way, that needs to activate for you to get to the main part.
Really? So
And-
that just didn't work for you?
It just didn't work, yeah. So I had to restart the whole game.
That's annoying.
Oh, who am I kidding? I couldn't scare a baby right now. Without me ship, I'm just a pathetic ghost.
Where's his transparency?
Gosh, that's terrible. What happened, Mr. Dutchman?
That son of a kelp-eater Admiral Prawn has stolen me beloved ship.
Withered broccoli ahead. Never mind, it's just the Flying Dutchman.
He has my pineapple.
RetroSpecter, I love your Muthig. Please note me.
What do you have a lisp? Phalathma.
Sir, you have to get your ship back so I can get my pineapple back.
Also,
was
is
that one
Admiral
girl.
Prawn a real character in the show? It sounds familiar.
I'm not sure.
Like a newer character or something.
No pirate with their salt would follow a
Let's see.
sockless captain.
No, wait.
Round up a crew. We won't stand a chance against the Admiral.
You don't need socks to be a pirate. Why, Patrick here has never worn socks a day in his life.
I don't even have feet.
So, if you need a couple of loyal sea dogs, Patrick and I will gladly join your
I
crew.
don't know. It
Socks
seems
or
like a
no
very
socks.
niche character.
Wasn't he in Battle for Bikini Bottom?
Yeah, he was.
He was. Okay. That's a cool little reference.
All right, but first, ye scalawags, you must prove that ye are real pirate material.
Yeah, I was just looking at the wiki right now.
You must
Um,
unearth a real treasure,
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
earn yourselves fearsome pirate names,
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
and find all me socks. I still want them back.
Aye, aye, Captain Dutchman, sir!
Aye, aye, Captain Dutchman, sir!
Okay.
Uh-oh, I forgot to pack the sunscreen.
Well, I guess I could use a tan.
But what if we get bleached and shrivel up?
Well, I guess I could be a little paler.
Ow.
Gee, I hope nobody needs a lifeguard.
This water This water, okay, is very specific, but this water reminds me of RuneScape 3 water. I don't know if anyone knows what I'm talking about. If anyone's played like
Okay.
the newer RuneScape, not the old one. It looks, kind of gives me that same kind of water vibe.
Oh, I'm seeing it. I feel like I would have liked RuneScape if they just gave us WASD control.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not fond of games where you have to click to walk to places. That's kind of why I played WoW for a little bit. But then my ex made me hate it. I'm kidding. Half joking.
I love not being able to move. Why is there another? There we go.
Sticky sweet.
Gotta take a page from the TF2 player handbook and be like, stun lock is fair and balanced.
These socks be saltier than a sea dog. Look at me go!
It was so annoying, like playing TF2, and every time there was like a random crit, someone would just bitch about it in the chat. It would never fail.
Hey, make like a beach ball and go somewhere else. Ouch!
And it's like, okay, we get it. Yeah, it sucks, but you've said this every match for the last what 15 years at this point. Like, it's not gonna change. Just shut up.
Sticky sweet. The Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and me.
Oh, is that how is this supposed to? Oops. I think this was. Well, can I talk? I think this was supposed to be how I was supposed to get here. I don't know. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to take that bubble board.
Make like a beach ball and go somewhere. Ouch!
Shut up.
That's true. Like, I never really saw random crits as like a huge problem anyway. Like, yeah, they're stupid, but like at the same time, get better. They're not going to be a problem if you're just good at the game.
What? Okay.
Wow, I'm quitting my job and getting a surfboard.
Not anymore, you're not. She now has 5 major lacerations. Minor fractures. What was this? Can't do that.
Wow, I can see the whole beach from here.
I love when the scary floating pirate ships come out at this time of day.
May or may not do an off-the-cuff stream tonight, by the way, folks. Thicky sweet.
Thicky.
In case you don't know what off-the-cuff stream is, it's basically a random extra. Think of it as like a bonus stream. And I'm gonna slap on the Saku VTuber because I don't use that enough and I paid a lot of money for it. So there won't be, those streams won't be tied to a series. I'm gonna just kind of like play whatever. So, but may or may not do one like later tonight. I want to say like 3 or 4 in the morning, but we'll see. See how I feel after this game in a few hours. I'm probably gonna play some Darktide. Just do a couple matches of that. And then maybe try to do some Hi-Fi Rush completion. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, it's basically gonna be like a achievement hunting series / 100% / chill. I'm not making any progress. There we go. I was trying to climb those tikis thinking they would go somewhere. It just kept looping.
Isolation and RetroSpecter stream duo when?
When our VTubers don't take up half the screen. When those VTubers, the phase 2 specifically. Too late for you? Yeah, that's why they're off the cuff. They're not going to be tied to like a series. Basically, like small side stuff or post-game stuff, I'll probably dedicate to that. And then main series stuff will be, you know, normal people hours. What was the point of coming up here? Did I get a suck? I guess I did. Okay. Trevor, you weren't supposed to talk about that yet. Fuck. Okay, I'm doing something wrong here.
Do you want me to make us tacos one day?
Sorry. Sure.
I'm quitting my job and getting a surfboard.
What's weird about making tacos at home is that I feel like getting the ingredients individually might actually be more expensive than just getting 6 tacos.
Yeah, it feels like it's one of those cases where buying the fast food version's actually cheaper, which is rare.
Yeah, it's very rare. I think the problem is that we're basically a house of just 2 people, so most of the times things are cheaper when we just buy it made. Because the thing about, you know, making stuff at home is that, I mean, as far as I can remember, it benefits people who have like large houses of people. Not large houses, just like a lot of people in their house.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Hey Retro, are you
so
gonna start
annoying,
shiny
too, because,
hunting
like, I
again as the
remember, like,
background
shopping for meat and
gameplay?
stuff,
I enjoyed it a lot personally.
Finding like a package of meat that was $13, but it came with so much meat that I didn't even need. So it's like, where are the small packages?
Yeah, where are the Izzies?
He's not small.
He's the smallest out of the male sins. But, you know,
Damn.
he's pride, so
Damn.
don't, you know, I'll be very offended if you call him out on that.
Shake my head, Izzy.
Look, sometimes you gotta be small if you want to go to the mall. That's all I'm saying.
What the fuck does that even mean?
I don't know. Also, to answer Serpent Scheme TTS, yes, actually I do want to get back into shiny hunting. However, I need to stop stealing my boyfriend's Switch for it. So I think another off-the-cuff thing I had in mind was maybe buying a copy of Violet and playing through that so I can have a second copy to save Scum shiny sandwiches. Because that's what I've been using his Switch for, but he's playing Metroid Prime Remastered now, so I can't just keep like stealing his Switch from him.
We literally have his old Switch lying around too. All we need is a copy of the game.
Yeah. And about 20 hours of gameplay.
Since I would just let him borrow my copy of the game, but the problem with that is mine's digital, so
It's also not tied to cartridges anymore. They stopped doing that with Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu.
What?
Yeah, your saves aren't tied to the cartridge anymore. It's tied to your system. So I'm sure you back up your saves if you're planning on switching to a different Switch.
I'm personally waiting for like an upgrade for the Switch. Like, okay, I've had a 2017 model this whole time, and that poor thing seems like it's on its last legs. But like, I'm just like waiting for Nintendo to announce some kind of like successor, or maybe like a Switch Pro or something, and then I'll buy a new Switch. Because the last thing I want is to buy a Switch OLED, spend $400 on basically a side grade with an OLED screen that I won't even use,
Whoa, righteous.
and then be asked out when the new one comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Because we know they're gonna have to, they have to capitalize on the same form factor, right? There's no way they're gonna be like, oh, let's try something completely different and fuck up our momentum.
I'd be surprised if they don't release something new for Tears of the Kingdom. I almost said Tears of the Kingdom.
Okay.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh my gosh! Real-life pirate ships!
You want a what? Excuse me?
Alright.
Wow, this music's nostalgic as fuck.
Hey, you! Could you get rid of those
Oh
killing
Jesus, system memory.
abominations?
And I think the Switch is only limited to like, what, 32 gigs? So you don't have much to work with either. Which, also, that's fucking ridiculous, by the way. Like, even cell phones have more, storage than the Switch now. Like, that's just ridiculous to me. And they've been doing this since the Wii U, and probably even the Wii as well. Well, I guess the Wii U was considered a big jump. But back in 2012, 32 gigs was not a lot, and that was over 10 years ago. Like, let me see. Around the same time, the PS3 and 360 had, you know, models that had like 256 gigs in them. And then you have the Wii U that's supposed to be a newer system with 32. Like,
SpongeBob? Patrick? You're here too?
Why does he look so dirty?
It was just me and the anchovies. How did
Lobster.
we get here?
Does he always look like that?
not in the show.
They look like that in the Battle for Bikini Bottom remake?
We can
I
talk
don't
about
remember.
that later.
Hmm.
What's important right now is getting you and the anchovies.
Damn,
and
bro,
my
take a shower. What the
pineapple
fuck?
back to Bikini Bottom. Say, where are the anchovies?
That obnoxious shrimp rounded us up and made his jelly.
They still use Larry Lobster in the newer seasons?
All over the lagoon. He said we're not pirate material. It isn't my fault I have a severe eye patch allergy.
Ew.
Oh.
Ugh, fucking new SpongeBob.
We're going to rescue every Bikini Bottomite who's stuck
Yeah,
here.
that seems to be the
Or our
gag of this
names are
game.
SpongeBob and Patrick the pirate guys.
That's not a very fearsome pirate name.
We're working on it.
Thank you, SpongeBob. I'm going home to tan and pump.
Huh?
RT. Okay. Wait, tan and pump? Wait. Is that a different term I don't know about?
Eerie, like the kind of place you'd find
Pumping is
full of
just
ghosts.
working out.
Alright.
Oh, more jelly.
Larry's a 2-pump chump.
You know, pumping iron.
Yeah.
A very, very old term.
This whole map is just rescue this amount of objectives or collect this many things.
Hi, you're playing a platformer.
Yeah, like, I mean, you know,
I'm joking, I'm joking. So you went outside to get a package today. How
Yeah.
was the outside?
Terrifying. No, so,
You'll get it eventually.
I ordered a little Sneasler plushie from the Pokemon Center site, and, I fell asleep today, and I woke up to an email from like 3 hours ago saying my package right at the door. I was like, oh fuck, because you know when you leave a package after that long, it's prone to getting stolen. So I went out there, and it wasn't anywhere to be found. It's like, god damn it. So I put on my sandals and started walking outside, and not even that far away, right next to the fence that blocks our neighborhood from like a lake with gators and stuff, the box was like in the storm drain touching the fence. I was just like, how the fuck? Basically the box was so light, and a slight breeze sent it all the way over there. So yeah, this Sneasler bitch is tiny as hell, so the box was super light. It's like, you think they'd put like a weight in there or something to, you know, prevent that? But I'm just glad it didn't get stolen.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had a package stolen in this neighborhood.
Yeah.
That can must taste pretty good.
Boyfriend and Android. I need it.
The Troshan's an FNF fan, that explains a lot.
I don't like where that was going. Okay.
Hmm?
Nothing. Considering he's 44 years old.
No.
I'm joking.
Remind me to never talk to a Trossian ever again.
Look, man, his belly makes it all worth it. I mean, fuck that guy. He's a fucking asshole.
It's a nice pillow. I totally haven't been hypnotized. Haha. Where the fuck are the things I need to pass this mission? This is pissing me off.
What are you doing?
I'm a little far ahead in the same level, but
Hmm.
I have to find a bunch of shit, and I don't know where to find it. Because there's like a very limited area where I can find things.
Seems to be the case for this mission in general.
Yeah. Fuck you. Sorry. You know, this is kind of random, but I feel like the concept of how FNF vocals work is far from new. So it kind of makes me wonder, well, no, there's no wondering. We all know why, but you know why people are so adverse to it. But we all know why, because it's new and annoying kids like it, so everyone hates it now. But like, I mean, it's not like YTPMVs existed that did the exact same thing like 10 years ago. Or like, even if you want to go further back, I mean, scat singing was kind of a thing way, way back, like, what, 70 years ago? So it's like, it's not a new concept, but everyone's kind of acting like it is.
Also, like, I mean, we used to know someone that, like, took vocals and, like, turned them into almost Vocaloid.
Yeah, literally just, like, the sound effects of their text sounds, stretch them out to create basically FNF-like vocals. It's been a thing forever. But I just don't understand why everyone wants to pretend like they hate it. Well, we all know why. I keep saying that. I keep forgetting. Because it's new and children like it, so it has to be bad. It's the same with Fortnite. It was the same with Minecraft.
Oh, this is where you buy skins.
It was the same with Undertale, too. I mean, I say this because I remember when I did upload the Metro and Maze song, it did kind of leave my target audience a little bit. I think it got like 700 likes. So it was like a preview that links to the YouTube video. And I think someone was like, people actually listen to this? That's embarrassing. And I'm like, I didn't say anything because it's like, what? There's no point. But it kind of got me thinking, like, why do people hate this shit so much? It's not really a new or foreign concept. But now I know, because it's FNF. If it was any other subject, I feel like people would be like, oh, that's kind of weird, but whatever. Yeah, I'm completely lost in this level.
Alright, I should be catching up pretty soon. Just gotta find the last anchovy I must have glossed over. Fun.
The only thing I found weird about FNF when I like first encountered it was the fact that the charting only followed the vocals, because I came from other rhythm games that like just followed whatever. Like I used to play Osu for like 10 years, and then just finding that it only followed the vocals was kind of new to me, but... And I'm not gonna lie, the fact that it conditioned the fan base to like, you know, for the charting to only follow the vocals is a little annoying, because like every single time a chart in my mod would like follow the instrumental for a little bit just to give the vocals a fucking break, people were confused as if that was like a mistake. It's like, no, that's intentional. I mean, it tells me you haven't played any other rhythm game before. Like,
okay, you got achievement.
and I think like it's okay to have that preference of that, like not liking that kind of vocal. It's just how you present that preference that makes you an asshole or not. You know, saying it's not for me, like, no one can get mad at that. Like, there's nothing wrong with saying that. But, like, calling it embarrassing is, I think, a little bit of a stretch. But, let me see. Just going back to an older topic. Also, charting instrumentals is just more fun in general, because there's so much more to work with.
I have no idea where that is.
In fact, I was charting one of my old remixes. I think it was my Rude Buster from like 2020, so the newer one. It's funny to call that new now, but whatever. And like charting the piano part was actually really fun, and it was really fun to play too. So I kind of wish more people would do that.
The Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and me.
And another thing, right, about songwriting, vocals need a break. Like, you can't just be hit with constant melodies and expect it to be an enjoyable song. Because, not to mention, writing a unique melody constantly for the entire duration of like 3 minutes is very difficult to do, and that's why I charge extra for my FNF commissions, because there's so much. There's so much to think about, and also FNF fans do not like repetition, which is very key in music. Repetition is very important in music. It kind of like indicates something, you know, like something important within the composition. But FNF fans don't like that, so I kind of have to like adhere to that. It's pretty annoying, but yeah, I work with it.
Oh, music's not for me too.
Oh yeah, that happens sometimes. I guess it's because I'm coming from the context of having played rhythm games before. Like, I played DDR, I've played Guitar Hero, I played Osu. I don't know if SingStar fucking counts, but I played that too. But, like, yeah.
The ship is ours!
We did it, Patrick!
That's why I don't think it's such a weird concept, but...
Pirates!
All we are is socks in the wind.
Oh, Romlock, you have no idea. Like, the amount of people that use the word repetitive as, like, an insult when, you know, I've been doing music for 10 years, and people would use that as an insult to my music a lot, and it's like... Repetition is actually a good thing in music, but, you know, you just have amateurs in the comments, like, thinking they know shit.
Oh, thank you, Patrick. Thank you.
What can we do about it, though?
A little dabble do ya?
And I don't work with vocals a lot, but the amount of hate for autotune is so weird to me. It's like a very useful tool.
I knew I could count on you, Patrick.
I use it in a lot of my vocals.
That should cover my buns. Order up. I think you lost your pants.
Oh, right, okay. This is the part where the music kind of gets, like, weird in the game. Well, not weird, but just, they switched to this song, which I don't think is very fitting.
Mm-hmm.
This just sounds like you're standing at the Krusty Krab.
Yeah.
It's like, SpongeBob, make me Krabby Patty. I don't fucking know, man. I can't do Mr. Krabs' voice. Anyway. SpongeBob. I know a lot of autotune hate stems from musicians who see it as cheating, and there are artists who overuse it, which doesn't help. But as with so many things, nuance is important, and a skill people... No, absolutely. And yeah, using it as a crutch is obviously, like, you know, you shouldn't do that, but... God. There's a lot, like I said, I don't do vocals all that often, but when I do, there are so many factors that can fuck up a vocal to the point where you're like, you know what, just slap a little bit of autotune on it and make it sound better. Like, down to what you drink before you start singing can affect your voice a lot.
Sticky sweet.
Like, I don't know, like, I think if you drink something with dairy in it, you start to get, like, a lot of, like, phlegm build up in your throat or something, and then it starts to fuck up your voice, or... I don't know, I think I remember hearing that somewhere. And then you have to warm up your voice too, not to mention every time you record, the distance from the mic can change the sound of it, or, I don't know, like, there's so many factors. A lot of my vocals are so fucking just glued together, basically. Like a bunch of different takes, sounding different, but using effects to try to make them sound as close together as possible. Because I'm not sitting there just singing like 10,000 different takes. But I hate singing alone in my car because, like, sometimes I would get too into it because of, you know, the perception of being alone. That, like, I start to get headaches from how loud I'm singing. And my throat gets tired. That bubble thing is so funny.
Yeah.
Hey, hitting those high notes takes a lot of work. But when you do, it's like, damn, I fucking did that. Sometimes it sucks being a tenor.
I think what sucks is there's nothing you can do about it. You just kind of RNG.
My range is honestly pretty short. I think I can only go like maybe 1.5 octaves or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where like things get kind of uncontrollable. So yeah, effects help. I guess it's because I work with electronic music a lot, so, you know, I work with pitches that are absolutely on the dot to the frequency. So when I hear, like, a vocal of my own that, like, veers just a little bit off, it kind of bothers me a lot. So that's also why I use, like, pitch shifting and autotune and stuff. Because it just bothers me when I'm, like, even slightly off by a few hertz or something like that. I just saw what Trevor said. Okay, this is justified here. Because she's my friend, so, you know, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
This sure is your lucky day.
I knew it! But why?
Avast ye! Before ye stands a notorious pirate captain, Pinzarosa. I need some saps. I mean, a crew who can share.
Oh, the misery.
Treasure. Wait, no, yeah, I meant treasure that time.
Oh boy, treasure!
Right! Well, you seem deserving and present. Now, to share me treasure, you'll first have to get it out of an old shipwreck. It ran off course and hit some rocks in the middle of the lagoon. It was totally not me. Must have been holding the map upside down. Anyhow, I would get the treasure myself, but I'm far too rich to do a crewman's work.
Lucky day indeed, Patrick. With that treasure, we can prove we're real pirates.
Technically, you won't be, though. I can't be bothered with the bureaucracy of registering a new crew. Or paying for them.
Will we at least get real pirate names?
Sure, why not?
Then we're ready.
Hey, boyo! You got me treasure yet?
Working on it, Captain.
Then don't waste me time. Time is treasure. Try using this weird wind bongo tower to reach me treasure.
Okay.
I'll show you a wind bongo. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
I'll win your bongos.
You're just gonna blow on my ass?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
A little dab will do ya.
We.
What?
What?
I was supposed to talk to the NPC again to activate. Why didn't they just load it in?
Oh.
Blue, red, green, orange.
Sticky sweet.
Sticky sweet.
It looks like a pretty mermaid is sunbathing. That's my favorite kind of bathing.
So the. So that's Sonic game, huh? Or Shadow game, actually.
Oh, how is it?
She's pretty.
Ew. This is how all you motherfuckers look like when you try to compliment Sakurama.
Sorry.
Pardon me, miss. Why so glum?
Because I like totally lost my joy, and without it I can't sing, which is like totally not cool for mermaids and stuff.
Maybe it's in your fridge. Whenever I need joy, I can always find it in my fridge.
The last time I had my joy was like when I was like dancing with my girlfriends, but they're not like here.
Let's go, poly lesbian. I'm kidding.
Music.
But music is everywhere. All you need are some instruments in your hands and a little rhythm in your heart.
Spongebob, let's make some music.
You are right.
Then maybe we could go on.
Thank you, Sakurama from FNF.
Sure, like as a friend, I promised myself I'd never date a balloon again. Also, I'm like way more into dating pirates now anyway.
What about balloon pirates?
Come on, Patrick. I'll bet we can find some stuff.
Patrick's
floating
horny
around
as
that we
fuck.
can use as instruments. Then we can serve up some music.
I don't get it.
Make music. That's a mood.
I've been trying to, okay? I'm not finding inspiration.
What would you do to the drunken sailor?
Fuck him.
Huh?
Huh?
Excuse me? Oh!
Oops, sorry.
What was I saying?
Why is it just gone?
I wish I was like.
You heard the
Oh, I see what you mean now. Yeah, you have to like talk to her again. Why can't I look through the telescope to see the notes again?
Oops, sorry.
So, okay, yeah. That Shadow game was something. Basically,
Oops, sorry.
you have to.
I wish.
You would have to. There's like certain missions that you have to do, and there's like a good mission and a bad mission and a neutral mission. Plenty of different paths depending on whether or not in each level you do the good mission or the bad mission or even the neutral mission. So you kind of have to like. It's just this massive branch of different endings and stuff. And so I beat one branch, and then I was just like, okay, I'm gonna try a different branch. But the missions to do the other branches were like kind of stupid. Like one of them, for example, is that you had to collect 400 rings. 400 rings. And if you get hit, you only lose 10, which is not so bad. But if you like fall off the cliff, you go back down to 0. But at least all the rings respawn.
Oops, sorry.
Oh my god.
So it was pretty annoying to deal with. And so after a while I was like, you know what? This doesn't seem very fun. I'm just gonna have to move on. So yeah, I mean the game's fine. I've had some issues where like the momentum would kind of get all fucked up.
This was like totally not your problem. To show my gratitude, I will grant you like a wish or whatever.
Like for an
I
example.
wish that SpongeBob and I could reach the treasure on the grounded ship so we could become like, you know, like totally date-worthy pirates.
Like, have a safe flight, my melodic friends.
Okay.
We go on a date now?
Maybe later.
We go on a date now?
Maybe later.
We go on a date now? We go on a date now?
This literally just retroed me.
True.
He wants to go out for like food and stuff, but like I'm just worried that my anxiety might fuck it up. So I'm just like, I don't know, let's try a different time.
You know, it's kind of funny. The thing with anxiety is like, now you're worried about the anxiety, so it's just like a snowball.
It's not that, it's because I had a panic attack like, you know, a couple days ago. So I'm like, okay, I need to make sure that when I go out, it's not gonna happen again. So I'm not like stranded on the street while panicking.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, what was I saying? Right. So the game, it's so hard for me to say it's not bad. But I don't want to be that guy that's like, oh, Sonic bad, whatever. So it's kind of conflicting. It's pretty, I guess I'll just say this. It's pretty standard for an early to mid 2000s Sonic game. How about that? Like, you can't argue with that.
Mm-hmm. Did you hear that Sonic Frontiers did so well that Sega's giving Sonic a bigger budget for future Sonic games?
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm glad the the donkey dick suckers didn't ruin that.
Donkey dick suckers.
What?
Just
Am
a funny,
I wrong?
No, it's just a funny term.
Shiver me timbers, you're alive? I mean, welcome back! You truly earned your pirate names! From now on, you shall call yourselves, I don't know, whatever you can think of.
Hey, you never said there'd be thinking involved. I have a mermaid to impress, so you better make good on your promise.
She's not gonna fuck you, bro.
Come about with that volume, me airheaded lad, before you alert the Lagoon Guard. They're a ruthless bunch who'll stop at nothing to get their fins on me treasure. So, of course you'll be compensated for all your
So to explain the whole like donkey situation with the game, I was personally really worried that, you know, with the developers trying something new with Sonic, and honestly I really liked what they did with it. I thought that, you know, people review bombing and basically giving criticism that just wasn't actual criticism, they were just memeing, would like confuse the developers into thinking that they did something wrong, and then they would kind of go back to the drawing board. So that's why I was like actually pretty pissed when that video came out, because it could fuck up something that, you know, would end up being good for the series.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fine. But I still want a cool pirate name.
Where the fuck am I supposed to go from here?
Me wall! Me precious wall! I hope the half-boiled shrimp pays for this.
Sticky sweet.
Why'd they go from that like pretty good theme at the beginning for only like 5 minutes to like 15 minutes of this?
I don't know. Nostalgia bait, I guess.
Is this like a actual song from SpongeBob?
I'm very sure it is, yeah.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure I've heard this song before. I'm sorry, Pepsi and Peeps did a collab? That sounds disgusting.
Are you still thinking about making a series with your characters?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of what Burst Retro is. It's just, you know, got the FNF stuff attached to it. Which is a crying shame, but, you know, I won't be doing FNF forever. In fact, I've been kind of straying away from it for the past year now.
I will be honest, it's a nice medium to serve for, you know, original stuff. Because you didn't really have to put much thought into it. You didn't have to make like an intricate story for it to work.
Yeah.
So I can appreciate the game for that. I just am very sad about what it has become.
Yeah.
No more chafing.
Oh, is this where I was supposed to go?
These dusty old cannons still pack a punch, no?
Oh my god, it was.
This dude's just chilling out here with cannons being fired.
That's kind of why I still just use it as like a medium and I don't really interact with the community much.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, the association of the game with, you know, what it's attached to kind of makes it hard, but...
Yeah. What the fuck just happened?
My mom loves Peeps and I will never understand that. I'm sorry, Mom.
Oh my god.
It's like, okay, it's one of the few things that are actually too sweet for me, which is pretty rare, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, rip. Wait, the music's back to normal?
Did you dying make it normal?
Yeah, I guess so. Thank God.
Was that a glitch?
It might have been.
Alright. Yeah, honestly, I'll always like it. I just have to separate it from the really annoying teenagers who also like it. That's kind of what I did with Undertale, to be fair. Just gotta distance yourself. And like, you know, to make it clear, the age group itself isn't really the problem. It's just the attitude that a lot of them have, where, you know, they're very cynical to a point where it's just like annoying.
met a lot of people in the FNF community that kind of made me kind of spiteful and hateful towards a lot of it, just because of, you know, seeing what they had to say about a passion project I've put tons of work, effort, hours, and money into, and a lot of them are kids, and then they don't understand, like, you know, how much this project meant to me, and it still means to me, but I'd say not as much as it used to, because it's FNF now. But anyways, my point is, you know, I still like it, I still enjoy it, I'm still looking forward to the full game. Mods are kind of a different story. There's not really a whole lot of mods anymore I'm looking forward to. Maybe like a couple. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know. This community really fucked me up mentally. And like, it was nobody's fault specifically. It was just a conglomeration of shitty people. Like, you had the people that you had the people on YouTube that were canceling for calling Sky a chick in my YouTube title. That was like the first one.
That was so stupid, man.
And then it's like, you know, you had people pissed off that I overreacted to people flagging my mom Game Banana when we worked like 3 to 4 months on part 1, like non-stop daily. So yeah, like, I'm gonna be pissed. Obviously I handled it pretty childishly, I will not deny that. But I feel like that's where the biggest part of it happened. That's when I felt like I finally got like a group of actual people that hated me. Because they weren't looking at the bigger picture, they were just looking at how I reacted to it. And like, wow, this guy is a fucking man-child. And then after that, sorry, go on.
I want to interject really quick. You posting an existing portrait of Sakuroma that was like Ahegao or whatever, they acted like you literally posted porn on main. Like,
yeah.
I'm sorry. What?
It was like,
you know,
I was salty too, but it was also a joke tweet. It was like, you know, retweet the Scara Friday Night Funkin' fan. It was just Sakurama with her mouth open. Some saliva. Like, that was it. I still remember. I think, it's Seaval. I think he didn't quote retweet it directly, but I was, you know, I follow him, so I saw on his timeline. He shouted in cows like, "Can people stop retweeting the moth? I'm at school."
God, I don't know if I'd ever have the balls to go on Twitter in school.
XD.
But then again, I wasn't really on Twitter when I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, well, 16, so... Nah, that wasn't the reason. I just never really saw the appeal of the platform back then, which is kind of ironic now.
Mm-hmm. What happened after that?
Ben.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. No. Before that was the amount of money you spent, and you kind of
Oh, yeah.
that.
Yeah, so before the Sakurama stuff, I think I said something. I was like, yeah, I've spent $1,000 on this mod so far, you know, you better play it when it comes out. And like, obviously I was joking, but people focused on the number when you think about it, 1,000 for that much makes sense, because guys, animation is expensive. Do you know how long and expensive and difficult it is to transform a little scrawny dragon into a hulking beast? Did everyone just forget those like 20 frames existed? That shit takes time.
I would also like to interject. It kind of exposed a lot of the FNF community for like ripping off their members of mod teams, because like a lot of them were like, that's way too much for animation. Like,
Yo,
they
Retro
essentially
second
just
stream I've
downplayed
managed to
the
catch love
value
your
of art
content
by doing
BTW
that,
and
but
hope
I
you
guess
have
a lot
a
of people
great day.
just
I'm
looked
about
over
to
that
watch a
and just
monster
wanted to
truck
make fun
show
of Retro
low.
for actually paying their artists fairly and what they fucking deserve.
Yeah.
But, and also, this is gonna sound a little rude, there were definitely a lot of broke kids angry in the quote retweets because they're like, oh, now we're gonna have to actually pay for ours. And it was like, yes! You have to pay for the work that people did on your mod. And okay, full disclosure, I think I've spent about 2,500 on the work for my mod too. So there was an investment, and it came out of my pocket. How would people like, see that as a bad thing? Like, I sacrificed my own money to make something enjoyable for people. That's kind of what game dev is. You have to fund it.
Lord knows the reaction I'd get if people knew how much I spent on it now. Which I don't even know how much I've spent on it now. I lost track. I don't keep track of it anymore because we're so far in. I just want to see it through. But I'm okay. I'm financially stable. So like, who gives a fuck?
That's another thing, right? You know, a lot of the money I used to make the mod came from me also making FNF remixes, so it's not like I lost money.
Yeah, I made a ton of money from fucking like the FNF stuff. So like,
so
I'm
just
putting that back into the community. But
yeah,
like,
exactly.
You know, let's just ignore that and focus on the, oh, he spent money on an FNF mod.
It's so fucking stupid. These people do not think past like surface level. But I saved my own fucking ass by not disclosing how much I spent on this stuff. I think most of my costs actually came from programming. Because, like, programming is a lot of work. It really is.
Yeah, programming, it takes a lot of time.
And, you know, these guys deserve to get paid for that shit. Because you gotta, like, sit there and type out a bunch of bullshit and make sure it works and debug, troubleshoot, I don't know, all that bullshit that I don't know about.
So yeah, there was that, and then after that, you know, fast forward half a year later, we're getting ready to post IPU. I think we're like a week. Sorry, this fucking area is super annoying. Turn the game down a bit so I can hear myself think. So yeah, like, you know, half a year passes, things are going fine, I guess, and then all of a sudden we see on YouTube our entire build of IPU getting leaked, like everything we had up until that point. And this creates a huge amount of distrust between me and my team. And like, besides like my direct friends, I start, you know, getting suspicious of like, because, you know, this was around the time I hired a bunch of new people too. So I was like, oh, it could be this guy, it could be this person, it could be this one. And then, you know, eventually we tried to do some debunking, and all signs pointed to this one person who I'd rather not say. And then so I was pretty confident, so I made a Google Doc thing. Now where I fucked up was I made the assumption that because they were messaging other people to work on their mods that they were doing this to like other mods. But I was also half right, because they were, like, it's complicated. I guess what I can say, I'm gonna pause for this. What I can say is, like, they used unreleased mod work to prove that they were part of those teams when applying for other mods. So this person, this programmer, you know, he was like, oh yeah, see, I'm part of this mod. He showed Retro Phase 3 to someone without my permission, and that's how that, you know, kind of got around. I'm thankful that the people that saw it never spread it anywhere. And so yeah, that was a huge issue, but I fucked up by falsely accusing him that he was like doing this to a bunch of other projects. So that's what people focused on. They focused on that and had a bunch of angry people at me because of that, clearly ignoring the part that he showed Phase 3 to somebody without my permission. So yeah, naturally I assumed he was the leaker. That kind of fades away, and then we end up finding out that his friend hacked his GitHub and was the one to post the leaked build. So it was still his account. Like, obviously that part wasn't his fault, but he still trusted this dude that was clearly an asshole. So yeah, and then like, you know, that created more animosity in the community with me. Like, so now it feels like half the community just like avoids me because of all the shit with Sakurama and now the leaker, because they think I'm some big scary mean guy that, you know, called this person out for no rhyme or reason when there was a reason for it. And while my facts weren't 100% true, a lot of them were. So that sucked.
Let me also tell you something about the backlash. It was so oddly biased.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of the criticism was in Spanish, and you know me, I know Spanish, so reading through all that was pretty harrowing, I'm not gonna lie, but it just kind of felt like a lot of people were on this person's side because they're also a Spanish speaker, which was kind of weird to me, I'm not gonna lie. And a lot of the criticisms was, well, straight up cope, but in Spanish, where people were just like, I can't believe. And here's the funny thing, right? Retro was 28 at the time, but they kept like increasing his age, which with each time they tried to make fun of him for it, just to make it seem even more ridiculous. You can tell it was full of shit. His age is in his bio. You can clearly see he was 28, but then you saw people being like, oh yeah, this guy was like 29. Oh, this guy was 30. This man is in his 30s, and it's like, we're just keep adding ages to Retro to make it seem even more ridiculous.
When like in this context, why does that even matter? Like just because this programmer was 16, who gives a fuck? He showed phase 3 without my permission. Do people not realize that?
Yeah, it was weird.
And like looking back, it makes me annoyed too, because even I kind of glossed over that fact. And you know, like I forgave him because he did apologize, but it's just like, why did everyone ignore that part?
Another thing I'd like to say is please stop infantilizing 16 and 17-year-olds. Like, either you guys are... Because, like, the thing about 16 and 17-year-olds is that they always get insulted when you treat them like children. Because they're like, I'm not a child. Like, please stop treating me like one. But then when they do something wrong, it's always something like, oh, but they're just a child. They don't know any better. I'm sorry, but 16 and, like, 10 are not the same. They should take accountability for their actions. I'm sorry. And yeah, he was 17 years old. He should know better. I'm sorry, but it's just, that is the case. Yeah. But the thing about Twitter is that they infantilize teenagers so much that they act like 16-year-olds are the same as like fucking 10-year-olds.
Spongebob, thank Neptune. How did you get here?
And it's kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie.
Bubbles, reckless wishing, tearing apart the very fabric of space and time. I won't bore you with the details.
And I'm gonna be honest, it's one of the reasons why part 2 has taken so long, because I'm so like skeptical now on like who to hire and like who I can trust or not in the community. Because this guy seemed pretty reputable. I mean, oh yeah, and another thing I forgot to mention, he did do this for other mods. Like I said before, he leaked something from D-Sides to other people. Well, I didn't leak it, but he showed it in DMs when applying for other mods. I went to the D-Sides creator. He's like, yeah, no, we didn't say that he could do that. And then I also went to, there's someone else. I don't remember.
Was it A-Sides as well?
That guy got pissed off at me because, of course, it was a friend, so.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the one who I didn't go to. And then when I made the call out post, they just, like, shouted a bunch of stuff at me and blocked me. But
that's another thing, right? Reading through all the Spanish comments, they were kind of all like, oh my god, he's crying about his mod. Oh, look at this giant baby, whatever. Retro made one post talking about it. One single post. But then he set the entire region of Latin America on fire with that one post, and everyone's saying that he's the one crying.
Yep.
Like, come on now. Let's be fucking real.
Yeah, so I would say that was probably the worst of it. Like, compared to the Sakurama stuff, where it's just like, oh, you know, I didn't have a content warning in a game that's not even meant for children. You know, whatever. But this is like, okay, I'm gonna start distancing myself from the community. And then after that, there was like internal drama. with like, you know, obviously I'm not going to give names, but I didn't credit somebody in the appropriate section for what they did. I had them in special thanks instead, because the way I credit people on the mod, if you do enough work, then I put you in the actual like credit part. But if you just do a couple things, I put you in the special thanks at the very end. This person kind of made a hissy fit and did like vague tweeting about it. So we ended up having to replace a couple files, inconveniencing people when we still have part 2 to finish. So,
per their request, by the way.
Yeah.
So they decided to basically retroactively remove their own work from the mod because they were unhappy with how they were credited.
With how they were credited. They were credited the whole time. So. Another person in the FNF community. So it's just like, yeah. And again, I don't want to victimize myself. Like, I'm not a perfect person. But this is why I hate the community.
Sorry.
You're fine. Keep going.
Even work that is already finished, you can't even guarantee that it'll just stay in the finished product. Because guess what? Because I'm heavily associated with Retro, they decided to take their work out of my mod too. They just requested for me to remove their work from my mod as well. And I didn't even, like, whatever.
Like, I didn't even do anything to this person personally, and they did all that. Oh, and let's not forget, I've been waiting over a year. Originally it was a year and a half. They finally finished their work, thank fucking God. But you shouldn't have to wait a year and a half for a commission. I'm sorry, but that is way too long. Especially for a passion project like this, where I'm not the only one waiting. It's, you know, hundreds, even thousands of people waiting. That's unacceptable. So, but thankfully, actually recently they finished it, and it's a huge, it was a huge thing that, you know, the team was waiting on, so that's good. But, I don't think they're not working on anything else for me ever again. So, I really like their style, and I might commission them again, but it would just be for like personal stuff. No mod work anymore.
I gotta say though, just witnessing all this even from the sidelines, I mean, thank God. Well, actually I have had a run-in with some unreliable people myself, but we'll get into that later. This is kind of why I've basically asked the people who programmed my mod to just make a psych port so that I can just do everything myself at this point. I can just put in the songs, put in the assets, I can do it all myself if I just, you know, get the psych engine port. Then I can finally make updates on my own. Because I just can't trust people. And yeah, it looks like it's really close to being done, which is amazing. I'm very excited. But yeah, my run-in with unreliable people in the community, I got a recommendation from someone to basically hire a programmer for my mod, and this was during the week 2 era. What happened was, this person was very... What the fuck?
Like that's from that.
This person, yeah, was very obviously young, but I was like, you know what? You know, they're pretty young, but I won't let that stop. Maybe they know what they're doing, and, you know, we can work with this person. They were a bit too young, and I didn't know their age until, like, way later after I basically hired the guy. He was, like, 14. And, like, it wouldn't be so bad if he, you know, if his work ethic matched someone older. Because, like, I don't care about your age. Whatever, man. If you know what you're doing, then fuck it. There's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, like, I remember constantly asking for progress and just being like, hey, so, like, how's this going? And he's like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna get to that. And I just kept hearing, I'm gonna get to that, I'm gonna get to that, I'm gonna get to that. Turns out this guy has, like, signed up for I don't know how many different projects. And basically just filling up his plate to the point where he couldn't do anything. And that was the first time I had to fire someone, like literally just straight up fire somebody, and it was so difficult for me because the kid was basically like begging me to stay, and he's like, look, I'll work on it now, I promise, I'll do this, I'll do that. I'm just like, I'm sorry, look, man, please just don't make this harder for me. I just gotta look for someone else. It's okay, like, I'll pay you for the work that you've already done, but like, I gotta let you go. And then that was when he like actually started doing work, and I was just like, look, no, I can't let this slide, because the thing is, you know, you've proven to be unreliable, so I can't let this happen. I'm sorry, I just gotta let you go. And then after a while, he finally just gave up, and it was like so fucking painful, because I don't want to like crush a kid like that, you know? He's literally a child.
Putting a dying deer out of its misery.
Yeah. But had to be done. One of the hardest things I had to do.
These dusty old cannons still pack a punch, no?
Oh boy. Come on. This game is so annoying.
We've all been there, buddy.
Thank you, Terry.
Being knocked back in this game counts as like a hit, so the enemy resets his stance, and it's so fucking annoying. Alright, let me get out of here. I don't think I need to fight him, actually. Never mind. Oh, right, I have to kill everyone.
Bye.
The Krusty Krab pizza is a pizza for you, Em. I'm feeling better already.
Feel the wrath of prawn.
What was I gonna say? But yeah, so yeah, it's not been a great experience. It's been one of the worst experiences in any community I've ever been, honestly, but you know, I still like giving my characters a personality and a voice, and like this is one of the best mediums to, you know, give your character to, especially like, you know, cartoony characters like mine. You give them a song and dance, and as a musician, that's kind of all I can do. Like, I can commission as much art as I want, but at the end of the day, I'm a musician, and making music for them is, I feel like, the best thing I can do for them.
It's kind of the perfect medium for us.
Exactly. And I still like the base game. I still, you know, I'm a believer that it'll finish one day. I don't understand those people on Twitter that don't. But yeah, like, I'm still looking forward to it. I still enjoy the base game, but the mods are kind of a different story. I admit I wasn't too like hype about the Among Us update. A lot of people pointed it out, and like I can be in denial and annoyed at them all I want, but they were kind of right. And there's nothing, you know, like I said, I know how much effort went into the like Among Us update, but I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know. It's hard to explain.
It's the source material. We're not 13.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Exactly.
We're grown-ass men. We don't just like clap like seals whenever we see Among Us, because that meme is from 2018. It has to die at some point.
We also don't play Among Us, so like that was another thing. I was more excited about the Henry Stickmin part, even if I've never played it. That part was more interesting to me because I know kind of about Henry Stickmin and I want to play them someday. Compared to Among Us, where it's like, I played that once with a friend, whose friends I didn't even know, so the whole match was really awkward. Because Among Us is kind of meant to be played with people that you know. So I didn't have a great like first experience with it, but I do enjoy watching other people play it. Also, actually, okay, it's not entirely untrue. VR chat has like an Among Us mode. I played that a few times on stream and I really enjoyed that. I think the perspective change of it going into first person turns it into like a horror game, and it makes it a lot more fun than just like the 2D bird's eye view, in my opinion.
Yeah, kind of random because you talked about the bird's eye view, or whatever. I always talk about how I might regret saying this. I always talk about how much I love the few bird's eye Zelda games that I've played. I should probably like look for those and play them on stream. I'm definitely gonna regret that, but
that'd be fun.
Yeah, because I absolutely loved Link's Awakening DX. It was like my favorite Zelda game of all time right now. But to be fair, I haven't played a lot of Zelda games, so... Oh yeah, and I did really enjoy A Link Between Worlds, but I haven't beaten it yet. I keep getting like far in it and then just stopping at some point because something else catches my attention, but I gotta get back into that.
This music's good.
But I definitely feel like I've enjoyed those more than the 3D ones. Not that the 3D ones are bad or less enjoyable in any sense. It's more just... I guess they're more simple, so I don't find myself as lost in them. I guess that's it.
Anyways, that F&F rant woke me up high.
Good. You know, something I've noticed with both of us is that anger wakes us up. Unfortunately. The water temple in which game? There's so many water temples.
Ocarina of Time is like the notorious one.
Oh yeah, I've beaten Ocarina of Time. That was my introduction to Zelda, actually. And fun fact, I didn't even really want the game. My mom just pre-ordered it for me because she assumed I wanted it. So technically my mom got me into Zelda. Yeah, the 3DS version. That's how I started playing Zelda. I think I was like 13 when that came out.
Why is Dutchman listening to SpongeBob?
Home sweet pineapple. Let's get you
Plot
back to Bikini
armor.
Bottom, huh? Next stop, 124 Conch Street.
So wait, this... We usually save characters in these missions. This time it was our house?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, he's not dirty anymore.
Oh yeah.
I guess it's because they like made him work on the ship or whatever.
Home sweet pineapple.
I know I mentioned this before, but I actually had a friend on Skype guide me through the Forest Temple. And this guy knew his shit so much that he just... We didn't have screen share or like, I didn't like point my camera at my 3DS. He just somehow knew exactly where I was. With every step of the way.
More jelly. I think I can get across here through the air. Just call me a flying fish.
And it took like a whole night too. We were both just staying up all night while I was on my fucking iPod on Skype.
Ooh, a sticky note. Hello, my name is Patrick. I can see why you wrote that down.
Could not afford an iPhone, so I got like an iPod Touch, scraping together money by bagging groceries. I felt so accomplished. I bought a refurbished one too, but it worked just fine. I didn't really find any issues with it. Okay, this is pissing me off. No more of this game.
What's going on?
It's just annoying.
Yeah, the cannons firing at you the entire mission's kind of annoying.
God, it was so weird. Switching to Discord for the first time was insane because like the noticeable jump in quality was like, whoa. Call quality was so bad in Skype, but that was all we knew.
This place makes me wish I'd eaten one of those exploding pies. Hey, Spud.
Come on, I'm starving. What's the deal?
Need food and attention.
Me too, buddy.
Time to get back to business as usual.
I can't believe that amoeba would dare to go missing. How could he do this to me?
I think you mean us.
Right, us, yeah. If you weren't grilling those patties like an amateur who's never cooked before, I wouldn't have to use my chum. Just follow my lead.
Use your what?
If I was following your lead, me precious patties would taste like your disgusting chum.
Mr. Krabs, what are you doing here? Are you
Chum.
working with plankton?
I had no choice. The poor citizens.
You're disgusting, cum.
We're starving. I couldn't let him eat the garbage plankton was serving.
I'm right here.
So we struck a deal to feed those poor, hungry mouths. So long as they pay, of course.
Well, if you don't hurry with those patties, Krabs, nobody will be fed. Then you'll have to say goodbye to your sweet money.
Spongebob, you gotta help us. You're the only one I trust with me secret formula. Could you fix us some more Krabby Patties?
I'm on it, Mr. Krabs.
I think
Okay.
if you wanted, whoops. I think if you wanted an alternative that didn't suck donkey dick, you would use like TeamSpeak. But that's like super niche. And they actually had like noise gates and stuff, which was really nice. Which basically, there'd be a certain threshold of volume that the mic picks up for it to actually, you know, open the mic. And so you wouldn't hear that like hum that you would in Skype. Of like everyone's backgrounds. But yeah, no. Skype was that thing that we all used before Discord. And I remember actually I would make Skype like a Skype group for the people that frequented my streams on Skype. So way back then in like 2014, 2015, I would have like a Skype group of like maybe the 20 people that would watch my streams a lot instead of having a Discord server. It was so stupid, but we would like play Cards Against Humanity and stuff together. Yeah, good times.
Thanks, boyo. I know how you like playing dress up, so I've got a little reward for helping out your favorite employer.
Cat.
SpongeBob, me boy. I know you have your hands full already, but I got a little favor to ask you.
Okay, Mr. Krabs, what do you need?
Screen sharing on Skype was awful. You didn't even have system audio on it.
I discovered that me lucky penny collection's gone missing.
You carry your penny collection with you?
Of course, lad, and they were here before we got back from this other world. SpongeBob, those pennies are worth more than your life. Please, bring them back home, boyo.
Yes, sir, Mr. Krabs, sir.
Thank you, lad. You're the best employee a crab could wish for. Tell Squidward to take notes.
either they had screen share or we had to use a workaround where we use like a screen share like software as a webcam. I don't remember though, it's been so long.
A lot of respect. Please.
So,
Come on,
where's
Harvey.
my own food and attention?
Where are these pennies? They in this town, or are they like scattered across the game? A fish might understand. I'm not sure though.
I think only one person could screen share at a time. I think that was the case. Was it that? I don't remember.
Is that Smitty Werber Jägermeyer Jensen?
I think so.
Look, the pumpkins are smiling.
Oh yeah. What's so funny?
Ooh, more jelly. Bubbles away. Ooh, a sticky note. Hello.
Yeah, call quality was bad. If you wanted people to hear your system audio, you had to use something called stereo mix.
God, stereo mix.
Yeah. And unfortunately, you couldn't just mute people, I think. So if a person had stereo mix on and was being annoying in a call, you couldn't do anything about it. We actually knew somebody that would just screen share their FL Studio and would stereo mix everything they did on it, so all we heard was just random sounds. And they were trying to make music while we were trying to talk. And we were just like, hey, please stop doing that.
God.
I couldn't help but overhear you miss your little pet snail, Walter.
Breaking Bad.
Right, Gary. Well, with this cosmic costume, you should be able to enter the portal he was sucked into. But watch out, honey.
Okay,
That
bye. This is
snail
what.
of yours is in big
I don't care.
trouble.
You better be the librarian.
Ooh, a pretty flower costume. We must be going to some gentle land of sunshine and kindness.
Finally, Bikini Bottom is back to its old, unpredictable self.
What? I hit a box.
Oh no, I didn't poot. I just made a growling noise.
Right, but what?
Hey, should I jump between these two?
Don't.
Hi, Spongebob. Hi, Patrick.
I had a dream that a plane crashed into our apartment.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Feeling the sand between my fins.
I just remember like talking to you and then looking at the window behind you and telling you, we should duck like right now. He's like, why? And then...
Yeah, I guess ducking would help us in that situation.
Well, I don't know why I somehow knew that like the plane was only gonna scrape off the top. Like,
Sounds
of the
rough.
roof.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why I told you to duck. But
Don't give up, Gare Bear. I'm coming for you.
and then for some reason for the rest of the dream, I was just holding a piece of the wreckage. Just a piece of the airplane that broke off. I was just holding it.
Look at these creatures.
Ooh, rock bottom.
Funny?
No, scary.
Oh yeah, that was gonna be my second guess.
No, this whole place is frightening. It's cold, it's moist, and it smells like the dumpster behind the chum bucket.
Well, that sure sounds a lot like this puddle of ooze you're standing in.
Ew! It must be the remains of the victims of the monster that came through here. We have to hurry and find Gary.
I always appreciate a good spooky themed level. Rock bottom, man. There wasn't a rock bottom level in Battle for Bikini Bottom, was there?
I think there was.
Oh, was there?
I think so.
Why does this one feel different? Like it gives...
This one accurately represents the actual show.
Right, because the other one when you were like still on top of skyscrapers and stuff, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah, that's really cool. Definitely a lot more interested in this than I was with the pirate one.
But yeah, this one is like one-to-one to the show. You see the bus stop right here, and like the candy machine.
Yeah, the candy machine.
Oh my god!
Nice. So that's for us season 1 boomers.
In memory of Carl, not gone, just easily forgotten.
We need like we need a SpongeBob game where the whole game takes place in a rock bottom. It's like horror themed rock bottom.
Alright, make a mod for this game.
You know a mod for this game would have like stock photo jump scares. Just to like piss off the player. Mod makers love adding jump scares for no reason to stuff.
Because every mod maker is a child.
True.
Children love fucking horror for some reason. It's so annoying. It's basically like, what if we did this, but add horror? Like, it doesn't matter what it is. It could be fucking cake. I don't know, like, but they just want to add horror to everything. It's like, God, I just do not care for the genre. Is that a crime? Add a fucking jump scare to cake. I don't know. They'll find a way.
Hmm. How do I get up there? Yeah, that's probably that. Can't do it yet.
I can't do you yet.
I'm streaming, so yeah, that makes sense.
Wait, what?
I was streaming, so yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right.
Oh my god. What?
Did he freeze someone?
Hide, SpongeBob.
God, I want to make a song like this.
Can you point out the instruments that are in this music right now?
Maybe we can hide in that bush. Or maybe we can just go home.
Pizzicato strings.
Okay.
A little dabble do ya?
Trumpet.
Well, okay. That's not usually in this kind of music, but...
Is that a glockenspiel?
That's a triangle.
Ah. That's a clarinet?
Yes.
I'm not sure if clarinets are also in this kind of music usually too.
They're in more ominous music. Yeah, I would say so.
If I made an adoptable like this, it'd probably get like $50. Just kidding.
How about this one?
Muted trumpet. Oops. Piano. Tremolo strings.
They use fucking... Oh, wait, hold on.
Just pretend that scary equals funny and play hide and seek with them.
Great idea, and we'll win because they're not even seeking.
They used the Celesta like once in this entire. There it is.
That part, yeah.
So there you go. You got all the elements. Now go make it. Oh, you know this one.
Theremin.
There you go. Using those are hard.
Yeah.
Maybe he just needs the light to read.
Choirs. Is that a flamenco guitar?
No. I'm not sure. All I know is the Italian mafia is when I hear that.
This game has some pretty good music. I will say, the music and art did not mess with this game. Obviously, you know, a lot of the humor, there's definitely some new Spongebob humor in this, but they did reference some older episodes, which is great. Still not sure if I like it better than Battle for Bikini Bottom or not.
Oh, we have to find Gary before he shares that candy bar's fate.
We're only halfway done, so.
Does Candy find a warm and safe place? Too bad I left my candy bar bag in my candy bar bag carrying bag. I guess I have to put it in my mouth instead.
Wait a tide. Something about this ooze seems very familiar. Calcium, with a faint trace of protein, and lots of love. That's not ooze, that's slime! Gary's slime!
Gross.
That's a lot of slime for such a tiny snail.
He must be so scared. We gotta find him.
Ew.
This song reminds me of Cap Kingdom from Mario Odyssey. It's like my favorite world in that game. It's the first level.
All we have to do is just follow this slime trail through the scary.
The best way to learn is by just doing. So if you want to make a song like this, do it.
The Scooby-Doo scare sound effect. Trevor, you didn't have to word it like that.
That sound effect is just me wiggling my fingers under Retro's balls.
Speaking of wiggling Retro's balls, chat, if you want to donate, see the preview of the Adopt early, day early. Link to donate is in chat.
Why are you putting
Collectibles.
your balls up for adoption? Wait
I
a minute.
gotta make money somehow. I'm selling
They're
my
mine.
I'm selling my left nut for medical research.
Ow.
People actually do that.
Yeah, I think they're called like
Auto buy plus 10.
medical trials or something like that. Where you basically just get paid to try medical practices. I'd be too scared to do that.
Yeah, I can't do that. And just risking your body and your life for some quick cash.
It's a lot of money too, but still, you couldn't pay me enough money in the world to do like a practice no one's ever done before.
Yeah. I really like this costume on him. Let's use a more appropriate costume.
The Glove World one.
No, Ghost.
Because he wanted to go to Glove World, but he went to Rock Bottom instead.
More jelly.
Spongebob meme cell sold for $2,500. That's crazy, man.
Can we buy one and frame it? Go halvesies. Okay.
No.
Aw. But Dad.
No. I know where I'm supposed to go. I'm just trying to explore. It's a big area.
But I want to go bankrupt by buying stupid shit.
Okay.
Let's go. I gotta make music. I just... Every time I open this damn program, I just...
Maybe you're burnt out from commissions.
I guess, but...
You did just finish it. It was like a 7-minute Team Admin Scarlet Violet song.
It was 3 minutes, but looping it would make it like 6 or something like that.
Mm-hmm. So 3 minutes is a lot.
For a Pokemon song, yeah, 3 minutes is a lot. Like, that song went on for a while.
Yeah.
I feel like Mr. Krabs. Look, Patrick, that's your rock.
Okay, complete control is just not working. So I guess I'll just use the plugins themselves. I have a lot of new stuff I want to play with, but I just can't think of anything I want to make right now.
Mm.
That awful slime left by that monster. What disgusting creature could do that?
Don't you talk shit about my snail.
It's okay. Take your time.
I'm one commission away from opening slots again. I just...
Have you seen?
I'm afraid I have not.
Mrs. Fluff?
I'm in the middle of crucial organizing business for the Snail Cup. If you want to enter the race,
The commission
you
I'm
need to pay the
putting off
participation
seems kind of
fee
silly.
5 candy bars.
There's only one way to get
So I'm just like, I don't know how I'm going to start this, but I got to do it at some point.
We go trick or treating.
Oh, that works too, I guess.
Excuse me, have you seen?
I already told you. If you want to enter the race, you need to pay the participation fee of 5 candy bars. Trick or treat, off you go.
Sticky sweet.
I'm so really excited to try out the quest board idea. Where it's like you basically submit a Google form and then you also kind of name your price with it. So obviously, like, the higher you go, the more inclined I'll be to probably accept it. Also depends on like what it is. So say you offer like, I don't know, $200 for a Pokemon remix. You know, I'd probably be more inclined to do that than someone offering $100 for Pablo's Wacky Adventure 2.
Pablo?
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's an interesting take on like pay what you want. Obviously, I'm not going to accept all of them because, you know, the more money you're willing to offer, the better your chances are at me accepting the commission, I guess. And it's experimental. I don't even know if it'll work. If it doesn't, I'll just do standard flat rate commissions.
You know, I don't know why I haven't thought about this before.
What?
I should totally grab one of those like really small 32 key keyboards. Because like I can just fit it on my desk and I won't have to like pull out a whole stand for it. And since I'm not much of a piano player, I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But I just need something to play out so that I can maybe get some inspiration. I feel like that would be a great idea. Just getting something small. It'd be nice to get one of them with like really nice little bits and bobs so I can play around with effects and stuff. Let me see. This one is 25 keys. And it's got like pads that you can program. This is a really good idea.
They said, you bitch.
What?
Someone in the game said, sounded like they said that.
Oh.
I've been trying to find
Oh, no.
for 3 days. There's almost nothing left. Except for, well, I could tell you, but you have to promise to split the spoils.
It's this guy.
I'm all ears. Well, actually, I'm mostly cellulose, but...
Yeah. Look, a weird and very heavy rock crashed behind my house. Right on my chocolate shed. Maybe you can move it. Here, let me open the gate for you.
He's very calm for now.
I like how they combine two different things here. They said 3 days and also the chocolate. Because I think it's actually the same character.
Yeah, it is.
The heavy rock is right next to my house. You can't miss it. You know what I miss? Chocolate!
There it is.
The heavy...
A bit fan servicey, but hey, it's well, fan service never hurt anyone.
Ooh, here we go. Akai. I have something Akai made. 99 bucks? Okay. It's got drum pads. I think this is what I'm looking for.
Oh yeah.
This will definitely be fun to like noodle around with.
WHO summoned me.
Called it. And, like kids would just play around on their little keyboards. She's like, "Oh, quit noodling around. We got it. We got work to do."
Watch Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy reruns. You better have a good reason for being in trouble.
Because we played with magic bubbles and tore into the fabric of
Yeah,
reality,
check out some reviews.
creating cosmic chaos that puts all of Bikini Bottom in danger?
We said a good reason.
Okay, dude.
Ah.
Bye, Tony.
Ooh, look at you! What a nice costume! How can I help you, young fellows?
Candy! Candy, 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 candy!
Oh, of course, sweetie. Here, have a candy bar.
Ew. Why?
Wow, vintage!
Why do kids actually think that kind of stuff's funny? Where they like they see something gross, like ew, ha ha ha.
Thanks.
Ugh. So happy to not be a kid anymore.
Oh, you look adorable. Ouch!
Is that sensual saxophone? No.
My friend said she saw the monster slowly crawling away, and it was huge.
Kids are gremlins, yeah.
Okay, YouTube is pissing me off.
Hmm?
Just trying to watch a review of this thing, and it's just constantly stuttering.
Trick or treat.
So let me try a different browser.
Oh.
Ah.
Why didn't you say so?
Very loud.
Here, have a candy bar. And nice costume, by the way.
Yeah, it's just Chrome being stupid then.
So many references.
The thing about a monster, it's got lifeless eyes, black eyes, like a doll's eyes. The
Have you seen my snail? Tiny, cute, sweet, with very expressive.
Fan service the level, yeah.
If he's really sweet, then the monster probably took him.
There you go. There's, I think just a regular kid.
It ruined everyone's Halloween by stealing our sweets. The last time it was seen, it crawled down the racing track. I think the track probably leads all the way to its lair. There it feasts on innocent candy and pets.
Poor Gary.
Patrick, we need to find more candy to get on that racing track. Here, have one of my candy bars for the participation fee. Your awesome costume deserves it.
See, this is why I switched to the ghost costume. Changes the story, totally.
We need to find a way into the museum. Only way in is through the racetrack. You know, like a regular museum.
Right.
Did you know everyone at my school says I'm the smartest, most talented, most coolest kid? Because they do.
Say, pretty good dork costume. Very believable. Ouch!
Shut up.
I'm not sure, Mom. They're gonna make fun of my costume. It's gonna be okay. Don't be scared.
Your costume looks great.
Thanks.
Thanks. Owie. That is very far away.
That town gives me the creeps.
I hope they give us creeps. I want mine with powdered sugar.
Oh, you're thinking of crepes, Patrick.
Crepes? Where?
Crepes.
Excuse me, have you seen?
I already told you. Trick or treat off.
Alright, let's go this way.
That awful slot.
Oh. This way? No. Guess we go. The objective's up there, I just don't know how to get to it.
candy, candy, candy!
Wait. Oh, hold on.
Candy, candy, candy!
Oh. Oh. This way?
Hello. Any chance you know where I could find some candies?
There's a weird fish living in a house above the city. You could try that. The pass is next to me, but the way
Hi, Sandy.
is dangerous.
Just Sandy's voice actress.
Some guy said he saw the monster, and it made a horrible hiss at him. Ouch!
Okay. Anything back here?
A little dabble do ya?
Alright.
Sweet Neptune, are you insane running around like this? Don't you know people have phobias?
Phobia? Where?
Sorry, I didn't know my costume was that scary. What are you afraid of?
Boxes, man, boxes. You never know what'll be inside or where they'll take you. And then it's too late. And you look just like one. All square-like.
Sometimes boxes have good things in them, like Krabby Patties.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right. Here's some candy.
What?
Thank you.
Balloons? Don't you know people have phobias?
That's all the candy we need. Now we can give it all away to Mrs. Puff.
Do we have to?
That made me laugh because it just caught me off guard so much.
You again. Did you bring the participation fee candy?
With nuts.
Fancy. Now keep still. This is going to hurt.
Wait, what?
It's a snail race. You have to be a snail and fast. Go!
Meow, meow, meow.
It's an actual episode, right?
Mush, sponge, snail, mush.
Sticky sweet.
Move. Oh my goodness. You're gonna put me all the way back in the beginning. Fuck.
Sticky sweet.
Okay. Come on. Okay. Alright, we're good. Not the kind of snail race I was expecting, but... That's a design.
Ooh, this is nice.
And alright. Crazy. A little dab. Rip.
Ooh, there's a shiny candy over there! I wonder what it tastes like.
Don't touch it, Patrick!
Strawberries, my favorite!
What?
Who said that? How do you know my name?
It's me, Patrick.
I thought I was Patrick.
No, I'm SpongeBob. You're Patrick.
Okay.
Maybe we should turn on some lights and make sure. SpongeBob, it's too dark here. Do something.
It is not that dark.
Maybe they feel pretty.
I hate his laugh in this game. It does not sound like, you know.
Yeah.
As usual. Ooh.
Man, Tom Kenny fell off, guys.
Okay. Random thing. Which one do you think looks better? This gray one or this black one? Wait, I gotta send the black one too. I kind of like that gray one, I'm not gonna lie.
Honestly, it could mix up your mostly all black desk and kind of make it stand out. So yeah, go with gray.
And the normal one is like this, like standard one with red sides, which I'm not a massive fan of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I like the gray one. It looks really classy. Yeah, I don't need anything fancy to be fair, so. Fuck it. Another investment to add to the tax break. I'm kidding. Okay, yeah, here we go.
Oh, this guy's costume is a cosmetic, actually. His regular costume in this level is the flower.
Which I don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't get that either. Because wasn't that... Oh god, it's the hash slinging slasher.
The trash bringing, the slash clinging, the shash shinging. I remember in like the edited version where they kind of just put movie quotes over regular SpongeBob episodes. They called it the butt cheeks boner.
The butt cheeks boner. Huh.
It's like us on Friday night. Damn, it's gonna get here by the 21st. I wonder if I could just like run to Sam Ash tomorrow.
Maybe.
They might not have the color I want though. Oh, but it looks so good. Okay, yeah, I really like this matte gray one.
I can't tell if my eyes are closed or
Fuck it, I'll just order it. I can wait.
Patrick, this is darkness.
Of course.
Sweet. New thing to get excited for. Hoping that'll help me just play out some things and maybe get inspired.
Mm-hmm.
And I could just keep it on my desk because of how small it is. Instead of just keeping a bunch of snacks on my desk.
Wonder if chewing pizza again would help wake me up a little bit. Oh, I'm so tired.
Alright, let's talk about something that angers you again.
What's the deal with fucking airline food? I swear to God.
Oh my god, bro. I haven't had a meal on an airplane in like 15 years. I think they just stopped doing that.
No, they do. They're just mid as fuck.
Oh, I'm just poor. Okay.
You're better off going to like a concession, like in the gate areas, than ordering food on the plane.
I vaguely remember getting food on like American Airlines like back in 2005 or some shit like that. But nowadays we go on JetBlue when we travel, and they kind of just give us like snacks that we can buy. And you know, I mean, they're snacks. You get a soda and some chips and stuff. It's fine.
More jelly.
They would give us a can, like a really small can, and that shit would burn my throat. It's like ridiculous. It's like you're drinking, well, I know soda is acidic, but it's like you're drinking straight acid. Flat soda is when the bubbles are pretty much gone. You got no fizziness.
Carbonation.
I can tolerate it, but some people just cannot do it, even if you pay them to.
Sandy! I mean,
Sandy.
The name's Candy, with a C as hard as the toffee in Grandma's candy dish. Thank you for bringing the power back.
I don't want to hear about your hard C.
he got lost, probably kidnapped by a monster. Have you seen him?
Haven't seen your pet around, I'm afraid. But that monster, they say its lair is in the museum. It's dangerous, but it might be your best chance of finding your little critter.
Sounds reasonable.
Oh my god.
We should ask this monster if it's seen Gary.
Okay, I will say, you probably are the only person on the entire planet that does enjoy flat soda.
Ew.
Look, I can tolerate it, but it's definitely not my first pick.
Monsters can talk.
You know what?
I don't think I've ever met anyone that did.
You mind giving me a hand with putting it back in order? If you do, I'll open the way to the museum for you, so you can go look for that monster
Oh
and your
shit.
friend.
The M40Xs are $100 again. I would recommend those headphones.
That's what I use. No, I use M50s.
You use M50s, yeah. Those
Which
are
are
150.
They're a lot more durable than the M40s, though. I think I've had the
Yeah.
spare for like almost maybe 2+ years now. The M40s last me like half a year to a month. To a month. Half a year to a year.
I still remember that time that your headphones somehow ended up under your chair.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how that even, like, how that
Then
happened.
I sat on my chair and crushed them with the leg.
God, I wish that was me.
Okay, buddy.
I want you to sit on me. What?
Alright.
Help me get my monster theater working again, and I'll help you on your sure-to-be fatal journey to the museum.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why we never actually buy those 2-liter sodas, because they go flat so quickly that it's like, I'm the only one drinking it at that point. But now we gotta buy a sugar-free soda. I'm still buying regular soda for my ass. So whatever. Because considering what happens when I drink Crystal Light, my body does not like artificial sweeteners.
What? Oh. I can hit it that way too. Okay.
Damn, that adds a lot of complications. But yeah, like there was a point, I know my mom recommended Crystal Light for me. Because it was like, you know, 0 sugar, you can still drink a lot of water and whatever. So I tried it, and coincidentally, well, it wasn't a coincidence, but we'll get to that. I would have this immense sharp pain in my abdomen. It would be so bad that I would just like clutch my stomach and actually groan. And it would just kind of come and go. And I just wondered what the hell that was. I thought maybe my mattress was like all fucked up and maybe I'm just sleeping wrong or something and that's why I'm getting that pain. Or maybe it's trapped air. I don't know what the hell it was. But after like months of trying to figure it out, apparently it was aspartame, which is an artificial sweetener that can cause abdominal pain. Just in one of those juice powders. Like, so yeah, I stopped drinking Crystal Light completely, and I now steer clear of anything with that artificial sweetener.
Whoa, this slide leads to a whole museum?
Gary is so learned.
Yeah.
Burner.
I'm a flying expert.
Oops. Uh-oh. Ow.
Sorry, nothing personal.
Come on. There we go. Yeah, lemon water is not bad. I've been drinking on. I've actually I haven't really touched sugar in about 5 or 6 days now since I got diagnosed. I think I had a little bit somewhere, but I've been using Mio. It's kind of like Crystal Light, but it's I don't know what makes it sweet, but it's kind of this thing you just squirt into your water, and it doesn't give us diarrhea like Crystal Light does. There's something about the powder in Crystal Light that just gives me and Kamex diarrhea. I don't know why. It's every time too. It's not just like, oh, you know, your stomach will get used to it. No, it is literally all the time.
Yeah, thanks, Mom. I'm kidding.
Yeah. Thanks, Kamex's mom.
I can see my house from here! Oh, wait, no. It's a different rock.
E.
Too high! Too high!
Did I get withdrawals? Not yet. I think that's because Mio tastes sweet enough to kind of trick my brain into thinking it's sugar. And also just got into Coke Zero, which, like, it's okay if I drink it fast enough, it kind of tastes like regular Coke. So I've been kind of like chugging those, obviously in moderation, but well, it's actually funny because we got Chick-fil-A today, and Kamex got a regular Coke and I got Coke Zero, and you know, I did a taste test and I could immediately tell the regular Coke, and it tasted different because, like, it's only been 5 days, but it was so different tasting. It was weird. It's funny how much food is like psychological, because like I thought giving up regular soda would be the end of the world, but with the alternatives out there, it's honestly not as bad as I thought it would be. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like the aftertaste for sure. But as long as I drink it going down, take another bite of my food, repeat. It goes pretty smoothly. Oh yeah, normal Cokes will always be better, but you know, I can't really drink that, save for maybe like special occasion, like once a month or something.
You can have regular Coke as a treat.
We like schedule a date cam like the 15th of every month, and March 15th gets here and you're like, I'm just not feeling it. I'm like, but my Coke! No, I can't have it. I won't be able to have it till April 15th.
That's right, buddy. Drink water like everyone else.
This feels like the museum straight up from Battlefield Bikini Bottom.
But yeah, so far, changing diets actually hasn't been so bad.
Yeah. Well, I also don't even know if it's working. It's only been 6 days though, so it's gonna take a long time. Sorry, go on.
Just finding alternatives. It's not really awful. Like, how do I explain this? There's almost always an alternative for, you know, people with some kind of condition. And sure, it might not taste exactly the same, or it might not be just as good, but like you can get used to it. And that's kind of where it comes in, I guess. In fact, we had like whole wheat bread from Longhorn, and it actually tasted really fucking good. Like I expected it to taste bad because I was used to like the shitty like school whole wheat bread. But yeah, no, that was fine.
Yeah, wheat bread is definitely not as bad as I thought it was.
I kind of want to learn how to bake wheat bread at home, because I feel like the loaves probably aren't as good as like having like a nice what do they call it? I call it a hero because I'm from New York, but the sub, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Look, it's Gary.
Hoagie.
So how do we save Gary without that monster snail seeing us?
Gary is the monster snail.
Huh? They grow up so fast, don't they?
These massive amounts of candy bars must have given him a sugar rush. We can't take him back home like this. We have to cut off his candy supply first.
Already on it, buddy.
Defeat Gary.
Me. He has ice powers.
That music though. What was that printer noise?
Oh yeah. Retro isn't much of a sweet tooth, so like this kind of stuff doesn't even bother him.
Yeah, I gained all my weight from like eating lots of just food in general. It wasn't really from like sweets and stuff. Like I didn't get my diabetes from eating too much sugar. It was just a lot of fatty food, I guess. Because the thing is, when COVID hit, the lockdown happened, and I was already not too healthy to begin with. So I was so paranoid about going out to get groceries that I ended up just getting delivery almost every day. And eventually that became a bad habit and carried over into Texas, where there's a lot more fat food options over there. And yeah, it's just been difficult ever since then.
I'm gonna make the deep fried Oreos. My diabetes arc will soon come if I keep doing that. I've never done it before actually, but there were so many food options in Texas, man.
Uh-oh. Ooh.
I think we've had them once. And of course it was in Texas. It's definitely a once in a while treat. You wouldn't want to have this regularly, but
oh yeah, they're good.
I just love breading. Speaking of, apparently we won't have to give that up when it comes to like fried chicken and stuff, because there's just recipes online that has alternatives for anything. So, kind of excited to try cooking again, and this time like being more conscious about health stuff.
Yeah.
It's gonna be different, but it'll definitely be, you know, more varied than the 3 meals we would cycle between.
Gary's gonna bring that whole museum down. We have to get him out of here before we're all buried in the rubble. But Gary is still giant.
Don't worry. I'm sure he'll go back to normal once we get him home.
I sure hope you're right, Patrick.
I've never been wrong about anything yet.
Rip. Silence.
For once in my life, I think I might have been wrong.
Rip. Oh. Still covered in goo.
He's just standing there now?
Yeah. We just brought a boss back with us. And you can't even do anything, he just attacks you. That's kind of funny.
Angie. Wasn't there like a snail species that's like the size of a small dog?
Oh god.
Sometimes I feel like someone's controlling me.
Whoa. Lucky.
Yeah, I know
No, okay, it's like about the size of your hand actually.
wasn't saying much for this town.
Unless there's a different species I'm talking about.
Sticky sweet.
They're very cute though.
Great. Now my whole rock is
Like it's more like the size of a rabbit.
slime. I just had it cleaned when I moved in, too.
know it's a very challenging situation. But could you stop yammering? I'm trying to concentrate! That was sheer luck. Speaking of which, good news! I found that squiddy neighbor of yours. Just give me more jelly and your new cosmic costume will get you to him.
Oh no.
Why is that his idle animation?
I don't know.
Oh, sorry, Patrick. Balloons and heavy rocks don't go well together. Besides, we have to save Squidward.
Fine. Well, Squidward owes me a nap when we find him.
Ah, I look like I'm from the Stone Age.
Yeah, like some idiot who lives under a rock.
Do the meme. Not that meme. I don't think he's gonna do it. Maybe they'll have him do the pose in the cutscene. Like in a story cutscene. So, to anyone here who's beaten this game, is it 3 areas and then like a final area, or is it 3 areas and that's it? Because depending on which one that is, we'll either go one more, or we'll end it here. Basically, is it 3 areas and then a final boss, or is it 3 areas and a 4th final area? Nom, nom, nom. Does anyone know?
Does anyone play this game?
No one knows. My dilemma is if we keep playing and then there's only 2 areas left. Next stream is only, the next Spongebob stream is only gonna be like 2 hours long. So maybe we should end it here just to be safe, and then the next one can be a longer stream. It's only been 2 hours and 47 minutes. How long was the first episode? Because we did start really late anyways, and yeah, I mean, the longer we stream, more people gotta go to bed, and then, you know, we'll miss out on the video game. So, you cool with stopping it here, Cam?
Yeah.
Okay. A sub 3 hour stream. It's the first one in a while for me. But okay. Yeah, I mean, you know, not every stream is gonna be super long. I think with this kind of game too, it's fine to keep them bite-sized. But with that in mind,
Reggie Mortis.
This is the schedule. So today was SpongeBob Cosmic Shake. Tomorrow is Adoptable number 5. That will go out at noon. Golden Sun finale. I want to be awake for that. So I might start that early. We might start the Golden Sun finale tomorrow. I want to say maybe like 11 a.m. or noon Eastern time. So if you want to see the finale to Golden Sun Last Stage, we're going to do that tomorrow around then. Because I'm tired of streaming. Really tired. It happened last stream with Golden Sun and I kept missing like where I needed to go in the dungeon. And it also happened today. It's just like my sleep schedule's fucked. You'd think cutting out sugar would have helped, but yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out eventually. Metroid Prime Remastered on Sunday. I'll just start that whenever I'm feeling awake. Damn, sorry, Ramlek. But yeah, that seems good. If you want, I could move it to Sunday for you, and I could swap Metroid and Golden Sun around on the weekend. You like the stream schedule thing? Yeah, Panda did a good job. Alright. So yeah, we'll do Golden Sun tomorrow, Metroid Sunday. I see my podiatrist on Monday. And then we'll start Dark Dawn on Tuesday. And we'll finish Spongebob on Wednesday. And Metroid Prime. Oh my god, we can finish Spongebob and Metroid Prime next week. And you know what that means, chat? We'll just have Golden Sun Dark Dawn, which means we can finally start maybe either Dark Souls 2 or the Dead Space remake. I'll probably do Dead Space remake because it's shorter. And then once we finish Dead Space, then we'll do Dark Souls 2.
Uh-huh.
What?
Uh-huh.
I'm just saying, like, you know. But I just realized I don't have anything in the 27th spot. It's just like nothing. I cease to exist on the 27th of February. But anyways, thank you to, did we even get anybody today? Thank you for the 10 bits. Okay, we got a few subs. Thank you guys. I'm gonna go take a nap, and depending on how I feel afterwards, I might do an off the cuff stream. So I may be back on this channel tonight, just kind of doing whatever. I'm not gonna announce it. If you are around, you're around, then cool. If you're not, you're not. So thank you all so much for joining. Y'all take care. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend. I will see you tomorrow for the Golden Sun finale. If I don't, then I'll see you Sunday for Metroid Prime Remaster Part 2. Cam, is there anything you want to say? You heard the man. Alright. Good night, everyone.